Now, without wasting any of your time, I'll simply come straight to the point. This is another video of another modifier explained. And before that, I have explained many modifiers as well as mask nodes, and there are plenty of abstract cool animation or effect videos which you can check out too on the channel. Okay, with that said, if you're facing any type of problem or you have any query with editing motion graphics or fusion, you can check in the link which is provided in the description below and book a call with me. And thereon, we'll see how things will work on. And again, with that said, let's come back to a fusion page. Now I already have some text prepared for you. I just have this text node and I have written something over here, which is Fusion Studios. Now workspace might be a little bit different because you might be using the default one. So to change that, come to workspace, go to layout presets, in Fusion presets, choose midflow and enable spline tab, and you'll have the same workspace like me. Now since you have this default workspace, I'm supposing that you also have the default toolbar. If you don't, right click on the toolbar and choose default. If you don't have toolbar, then go to Fusion and check this show toolbar. In this text, everything is as it is, just there is some text written over here and I have another font. In today's video, we'll explore calculations modifier. To explore calculations modifier, I have this example to show to you. If you have seen another videos of this channel, you might know that we believe in practicality and not in theoretical knowledge. That's why I'm just directly explaining you with an example over here. Now, since I have this text over here, what I'll do is I'll go to the 0 frame and add a keyframe onto this size, which will be 0. Come to the last one, increase the size of it to something like this. And don't worry, we are just creating a cool effect or animation and you will see what we are making. So it will be something like 0.18 and that's it. Now if I click on text and do Control A and do zoom fit to view, I can click on F so that it's a little bit smoother. And if I play, you can see it's working and it's nice, right? Now after this text, I'll add a blur node. Okay, so what I did over here was shift the spacebar and typing here blur, just like that. Now I have this blur node. I'll take the output of this text, put it to the blur like this, and then view this blur node. Now right now there is blur applied, but it's very small. Okay, like the value is very low, which is 1. Okay, if I'll make 0, you won't be able to see any kind of blur. So what I want is, as the size of this text gets increased, the blur value should get decreased. So over here, the blur value should be very high, something like this. And as it gets closer and closer to the camera, the blur value should decrease to 0. So how do we do that? Well, that is possible with calculations. Now, what I can do is, I'll come to this blur and right click on this blur size, choose modify width and choose calculation over here. Now I'll go into my modifier panel and here you can see there is a calculation modifier. Now in the calculation modifier itself, you can see there are 3 tabs. First one is the calculator, second is the time, and third one is settings. You don't have to do anything with settings, so we can leave that. If you come to calculator, first value of parameter is first operand. The first operand means the value itself on which you added the calculator modifier on, which is blur size. So if I increase the first operand to maybe 100, you can see it is affecting the blur size. Now I'll reduce it to something like 50. Okay. The next one is add, which is the next value is operator, and in the operator it's set to add by default. By using operator, you can change the mathematical formula which has been used to calculate the first operand and second operand. If I change the second operand to 50, you can see the blur has been increased. Why? Because it is adding the first operand and second operand. So we don't need anything, right? I'll change this to 0. But one thing which I will change is I'll click onto the right first operand, click connect to, text 1 and choose size. And now if I play from the beginning, you can see nothing is happening. Well, why? Because the first operand size of value is very low. So to change that, we'll click on to multiply, and in second operand we can do something like 10 or maybe even increase it to 50 or maybe 100, and now the value is 18, which is very low, but it's fine, it will do the work. But now there's a problem. If I play from the beginning, the value is getting increased with the size itself, and I want to invert that. I want the opposite of that basically. And to change this or invert this blur, what we need to do is we need to come back to blur, and in modifiers we will change the timing values of this calculations. All right, and how do we do that? Again, we need to come to this time value, and here, because I have my spline enable, let me check this also so that it will be easier for you to understand or visualize it. Right now, the spline, this white one, okay, focus on this white one, it's coming from here till here, okay, just like the size. We need to reverse that, we need to invert it. And how do we do that? Over here, we select this and click onto this reverse. But with this modifier, we can come to this time panel and put a -1. So we are reciprocating it. Okay, now it has been inverted, but there is one thing, it has been inverted from here. So the keyframe which was over here has been offsetted over here, and now we need to change that. So how do we change that? Well, however long your clip is, just take that value and put into your first operand time offset. So our frame length is 300. Okay, whatever it's showing over here, it's one frame more than this. So here I'll type 300 and boom, it has been offsetted to the place where it was earlier and it has been reversed. And now if you'll play, we have a cool effect. Okay, and it looks really good. Now one more thing which we can do is we can come over here, do Control A, hit T, and we have this ease in and ease out box. Now I'll increase the ease in to something like 80 and the ease out to something like 45. Actually, let's make it 40 and let's play from the beginning. Oh, it looks super. And now with that, our effect is complete and it is also available in the description. You can use it and have fun. Yeah, that's it. And you can see it's working smoothly with our text size itself. And now you can just keep on adding calculations. You can even add calculations onto calculations. Okay, if you want to change this or this, right click and go to modify with, and you have modifier panel over here. So you can change modifiers on modifiers, you can put modifiers on top of modifiers and change the values and play with it and create as many cool effects or transition or animations which you want to make. It's totally up to you. And that's it for calculation. With that said, next modifier video will be coming really soon, and with the series I'm enjoying it very much. If you are too, so please comment down below your suggestions, your reviews, what you like and didn't like. Okay, I'll work on it. My project files are waiting for you to be explored. Okay, they are in the description below again, like everything else. So go to Gumroad store and see something you like, so purchase it too. And also there's a Discord server, very beautiful community, very smart people. Okay, just come over there, help someone. Okay, if you need help, so please ask questions. And that's it for all the links. Now lastly, if you are again facing any problem or issues, if you want to learn Fusion, editing or motion graphics, specifically Fusion, so there is a link below. You can book a call with me anytime, and from there on, you can learn Fusion from me and we'll see how things work. So yeah, that's it. All the links are in description below. If you like this video, so like this video, subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. And many of you are not subscribing these days, so please do subscribe. And with that said, see you in the next one. Till then, see you. Bye bye.